the Parma Holy War between Holy Name and Padua up next on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Good evening and welcome to Padua Franciscan High School, home of the Padua Bruins. This is Holy Name basketball as they, the 4-4 Holy Name Green Wave, take on the 0-4 Bruins. I am Nathan Smee. Joining momentarily will be Mike Oleksik once he gets up here late from baseball practice. I think we'll also have Cameron Gaza with us on the scoreboard. We also have Nathan Davis taking some stats for us. But today, it's an exciting game between Holy Name and Padua. Over the last decade, it's been a green and white domination. 10 out of the last 13 contests have belonged to the green and white. The only exceptions coming in 2020-21, 15-16, and 14-15. However, before that era of dominance, it was 4 straight years in 12-13 and 11-12 that the Green Wave fell to the Bruins. But before then, it was back to Holy Name. This has been a contest that Holy Name's ruled for a long time, but in recent memory, every sport is kind of drawn into that except this year. It's been the Bruins who have kind of owned the Green Wave, but the girls basketball team put an end to that for now, as now the season's sits itself at 3-2. Holy Name boys basketball chance to tie things up at 3-all throughout all sports this year. Holy Name looking now to drop this for the first time in who knows how long. Football had their era of dominance against Padua for the last couple of years. Girls soccer as well as volleyball. But the girls soccer team, the only team to beat the Bruins up until the girls basketball team ended their drought for the first time since 2020, beating the Padua Franciscan Bruins. But tonight, all eyes sit on a couple of players here, especially 2 juniors. Drew Stywards averaging 22.3 points per game for the Green Wave, and his counterpart, Riley Cervenka, averaging 16.8 points per game. It'll be a back and forth contest, a lot of points, putting the over-under at 119.5. My prediction on the score, Holy Name minus 14.5 favorite. The reasoning behind that, only 3 of those 13 matchups ended in 10 or less points. Michael Oleksik now joins me. Michael, excited for this big game?
Oh, it's quite an exciting game, Nathan, between 2 big rivals.
It's going to be a big game. Now we're going to pass it over to our in-stadium PA announcer.
On behalf of our administration and athletic department, we welcome to Padua Franciscan High School. The Padua Bruins and the Holy Name Green Wave are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The officials are assigned according to procedures adopted by the OHSAA. Tonight's officials are Rick Sikora, Evan Hoffaker, and Maurice Grayer. Their experience and integrity qualify them for their important part in tonight's contest. Please rise for the pregame prayer. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity you've given us today. You've given us the gift of sport to help us grow in body and mind. Please protect all of our student athletes from injury. Grant us the strength and courage to teach others by our actions on and off the basketball court. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. And now, fans, let's welcome Padua Junior Taylor Halleck as she performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Once again, good evening, and welcome to Padua Franciscan High School, the home of the Bruins. It's basketball time. Tonight, the Bruins welcome the Holy Name Green Wave. Let's meet their starters. Junior number 3, Drew Stiers. Junior number 4, Max Bowen. Senior number 10, Joe Lewis. Senior number 12, Adam Buick. Junior number 13, Aiden Butler. The head coach for Holy Name is Ryan Patton, assisted by Nick Starsky, David Miller, Rob Pazolski, and Tom Kelly. It's time for you to make a difference and make some noise for your Padua Bruins! From North Road Middle School, a 6'5" senior, number 23, J.T. Giacopoulos. From St. Mary, a 6'1" junior,
Well, Michael, big introduction seems to be the way of the Crown Conference. Lake Catholic and Padua alike this week. But going into this game, seriously, we're going to see a big battle today, as I was mentioning beforehand, between two players. Number 3, Drew Stiers, and number 1, Riley Cervenka, the two junior guards. Cervenka averaging 16.8 a game, and Stiers averaging 22.3 a game. Who needs to have a bigger day for their team to win?
I would say it really falls on Drew Stiers. And he's really been leading this team the past couple games, and expect him to do that once again tonight.
Look at the Bruins winning the tip, and they will take it up to begin the game. The sophomore Banks to do so. He'll have Cervenka making a run to the left side to help him. He'll have Butler on him. Cervenka now near the Padua logo, and here will be the first taste of the Stiers-Cervenka matchup as he dishes it away to Banks. Banks bobbles the jackrabbit, has it! Here's some poise for that to start it! There's a foul! That'll send Butler to the line. That's a way to start a foul via the steal.
Yeah, that's the way to start. Use your defense.
So now, here goes Aiden Butler to the line. This year, not the highest points per game tally of all time. Still pretty good for his standard. 0.6.
I think
That one good.
I think he only has 5 points all year.
Make it 6. That one good to opening the scoring. So Holy Name gets the steal to begin the game and forces the foul as 1-for-1 from the charity stripe. That one bricked. They go 1-for-2. And here comes Banks and Williams in transition for the Bruins. 12-on-12 to begin. Williams takes it at the top of the arc, working on the jackrabbit. Cervenka kicks. Back to Williams in the corner. What a run inside. Blocked by Lewis. Roman can't get it down. Joe Lewis the block to start the game.
What a play by Joe Lewis, making his presence known.
Defense wins championships. Bolin under the rim and in. 3-0 start for the game.
Good shot selection, wide open layups. We'll take those all day.
Banks kicks to Williams. Williams, one of the many transfers the Bruins have brought in over the last couple of years. And that one transfers to the student section. It's Holy Name ball.
And don't let Padua's record fool you. They're not a bad team, and they're going to show that tonight.
0-4 going into tonight's contest. However, the opponents they've faced have a combined record of 14-6.
Yeah, don't let them fool you. They are a tough team. Holy Name at 4-4, being 500. A few games they could have won, but still, it's going to be a tough-fought game.
Anytime these two teams play, it's hard-fought. However, the scoreboard doesn't reflect. Only 3 of the last 13 ended in single-digit deficits. Blocked down by the Bruins. Nice piece there by Giannakopoulos. Butler the steal. Michael, Aiden Butler has 3 points to begin the game.
Wow.
What's going on?
He came ready to play in this big rivalry game.
But looking at JT Giannakopoulos, did not play last year due to injury against the Green Wave. He wants to get revenge after last year's 69-32 win for the Green Wave. Roman beyond the arc. Money! First points of the game come via the money ball. And Gio Roman opens his scoring account. He averages 11.3 a game. That's 3 of them. Butler driving against Banks. Lewis kind of shading over there, trying to get something. Butler forces a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Michael, do we see the Jackrabbit average 10 points in this game?
He's going to have more points in this game than he's had all year. He's something that Padua probably didn't game plan for on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh, not at all. There's nothing really to game plan off of besides an and one that he had against Gilmore last Saturday. Down off the front of the rim, no good. So he is 1 for 3 from the line. Santiago checks in now for the Bruins, subbing out Banks. So Butler now sets up for his second here. 1 for 3 so far from the charity stripe. Nylon, it's good. Point aim up by 1 possession, 6-3. 4 of those points coming from Aiden Butler.
And they have an aggressive start, and they're trying to press the ball backcourt, force something.
Cervenka working on his fellow junior Stiers, kicks it out to Williams. Williams working on Butler. Butler has owned this matchup so far today with a kick. Roman pumps on Bowen. Roman has all 3 of the Bruin points so far. Santiago just checks in, drives to the rim. Bobbles, keeps it in play. Picked off by Stiers, but taken away by Cervenka. But it's back to the Green Wave via Aiden Butler. Bowen in transition, floats it amid the pressure, no good. Lewis the putback. That one around the world, no good. Board by Roman. And Gio Roman, he's had himself a nice little start. Santiago makes Butler go to the bench and in. That's a shifty move there by the junior Manny Santiago.
Yeah, the Jackrabbit going for it all there.
He's played well so far besides that one. Fighting for it, Giannakopoulos. Bowen goes to the ground as a jump ball. Possession stays with the Green Wave. But Bowen was being clobbered there. The Bruins are out for revenge from last year as he had an excellent game against them on December 20th. One of the last games he'd play of his sophomore year. Coach Patton has not made a gesture or even a look towards the bench so far as we're about halfway through the first. Butler drives, kicks to the elbow. Stiers takes it inside the paint, kicks it out to Butler.
I expect him to stay with his starters for a while tonight.
I believe he did that last year too. Not much rotation. Bowen fouled by Williams as he tried making his way towards the rim. So that would be the Bruins' 3rd foul of the first. And just as we say, you're staying with starters. Here comes Chris Camargo and Andrew Cole. Camargo so far this year averaging 3.6 points per game in 7 contests. The only one he missed was the game on December 8th against North Olmsted. Andrew Cole averaging 1.5 after playing in all 8 contests.
And Aiden Butler getting some love on the bench over there after his start to this game.
He's a difference so far in a 1-point game. Camargo timing to set a screen on Santiago and Roman alike does. Stiers to the rim and in. Nice job there by Stiers to body his way towards the hoop.
Keep the aggression up if you're going in. Keep driving to the hoop.
Cervenka trying to make a move on Stiers inside the paint. Kicks out to Santiago, who has Camargo to match him. Crossover kicks to Roman. Roman trying to fight towards the orange. Giannakopoulos goes up, and a foul on Camargo. That'll send Giannakopoulos to the line for 2.
Yeah, good vision there, double team, so clearly someone's going to be open. They had a better match by Christian Camargo, got it there, forced the ball inside, and made something happen.
Like we said before, JT Giannakopoulos couldn't play in last year's game, so you can tell he's out with a vengeance today to get some points on the board and prove that he could have made a big difference against the Green Wave last year, and he does so nicely to begin, 1-for-1 from the charity stripe. Tight 2-point Holy Name lead as of now. But Giannakopoulos, oh. He'll take a breather here. Michael, I don't know if you saw what I saw, but yeah, that finger's a little dislocated a little bit. Well, Michael, that's our first finger dislocation we've seen in Holy Name broadcasting history.
Yeah, they'll just pop it right back in. He'll be good.
There we go. Yeah, he's fine. He's ready to go. He missed last year. He ain't missing this year. Michael, you gotta give him credit though. He easily could have said, nope, too much pain. Pop it right back into place, and he opens to pop one in the ring.
Not in a rivalry game.
Not in a rivalry game. No, not at all.
Anything to play.
Did something happen here? Nothing happened at all. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. A warrior, Giannakopoulos is. So Bowen will take it up here, the 1-point advantage in hand. Stires takes it on a trail via his right hand. He's going to drive against Roman, but he flushes him back outside the arc. He now trails towards the Padua sidelines. Kicks Camargo, makes a man miss the 3. It's good! Padua going skating.
Trying to go for it all there with the steal in the bucket.
But Chris Camargo, what a move there. Send him going straight into next year. Giannakopoulos makes a move on his fellow, number 23. And it's in. Camargo to the ground. Doesn't matter. Giannakopoulos has 4. It's 11-9. Holy Name leads. Each team trading buckets at the moment. Bowen the 3. No good, but a foul. We'll see where they say he shot it from. It was close to that line.
I think it's a 3.
They're going to say it's on number 23, Giannakopoulos, his first. It will be 3 shots. There we go. And as Padua's team 4th of this first quarter, Holy Name only the one on the shot that sent Giannakopoulos to the line. But Bowen will now go to the line for his first time today.
Yeah, playing a very clean first quarter. Like to see that.
And Bowen opens his scoring account. So now Holy Name, 3-point lead, another bucket will make it a 2-possession advantage with 2:57 to play in the opening frame. That one is good. So now 13-9. So now one more main makes it a 5-point game. Now some substitutions here for the Bruins. We'll be seeing Minute Jr. for the first time. So Bowen 2 for 2 from the line. Holy Name overall on the game 4 for 6. 5 for 7. That one good. Bowen goes 3 for 3 from the line. And now 2:57 to play. Holy Name leads 14-9.
Yeah, and in his last contest there, he struggled from the line drastically.
3 for 7. The 3 for Cervenka. No good. Board by Cole. Getting over Giannakopoulos. That's the first battle of the 23s, and Cole seals the victory. Bowen working on Santiago. Goes up and stripped by Santiago. Nice defensive play there. All right, both teams kind of wanted to travel. Roman going to work on Camargo. Dishes top of the arc. Giannakopoulos makes a move on Cole. Dishes back to Minute Jr. He drives. Tries a little bit of move, but no thing's going to work on that one. And he gets back to Holy Name. Stires from downtown. It's good. Drew Stires. The orange, the white. It's in. So 17-9, Holy Name lead. They've come out with a vengeance. Cervenka to match. No good. It's Holy Name ball. That one air ball.
When you find the net. Timeout Padua.
So there you go. Holy Name forces the Bruins' hands to take the first timeout with 1:56 left to go in the first period. So we as well will take our first timeout. Holy Name up 8 over their rivals, Padua Franciscan. 1:56 left to play in the opening period here at Padua Franciscan High School, home of the Bruins. But today, Hohenheim making it their home as they're up 17-9. I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Mike Oleksik. If you're just tuning in, ball in the three out of the timeout. No good. The cover there by Minute Jr.
Yeah, and Hohenheim on a 6-0 run here. Maybe an 8-0 run. 8-1 run.
At least 6.
Yeah, at least 6.
It's 6. It's 6-all. Santiago pumps on Humida, kind of drive, spins, puts it up, no good. Forward there by Gio Roman, stripped by Cole. Camargo plucks it out of the air before it hits the ground. It's Hohenheim ball.
And that's the couple times they've challenged Adam there, driving to the hoop on a wide open three.
That's good.
You know that's going to go in every time.
Was it in doubt, Michael? Never. 9-0 run.
And they've attacked Adam driving to the hoop multiple times here, because that's not his strong suit. But multiple times he's had a little bit of defensive help, and he's been able to handle it. And he's really shown that he's been able to handle it inside today.
A quiet leader on the court, but his actions speak way louder than his words. Driving is Roman to avoid the kill shot, blocked by Cole, but a foul will send the Bruins to the line for 2.
That one's on Camargo again.
They're gonna say it's 1. There you go. On Camargo, so I'll send Roman to the line for 2.
He just got position on him and drove to the hoop.
Might not lead the team in points, but Gio Roman's arguably the best player the Bruins have, averaging 11.3 points per game and 8.5 boards. Michael, an impressive stat line from him as he avoids the kill shot for his Bruins and makes it a 20-10 contest.
Now it's an 8-1 run for sure.
So Trey Martin now checks in for the first time. No posted stats in 2 games. Roman attempts his second. It's good. He goes 2 for 2. Padua, a 9-point deficit. Hohenheim trying to put on the Jets. Bolin, no good. Off the glass. Board by Cervenka. So the Bruins, with 45 seconds to go, look to get back to work. Corner, pump by Roman on Camargo. Kicks. What a pass. And what a put in by Giannakopoulos.
Cole stepped up to help and left his guy undefended. But you got to stop the ball. Don't give 3 shots. We got to be able to recover.
And that's a foul.
That'll be shooting fouls now too.
So it's Hohenheim ball. What Padua wanted something else called.
No, they wanted a no call. They didn't think he did anything.
I didn't see exactly what happened. Michael, your
He
thoughts?
grabbed his forearm.
Okay, so foul.
Yeah.
There we go. So Bolin goes to the line. 2 for 2 so far on the evening.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. 4 for 4. There we go. Hohenheim using the charity strike to their advantage.
Something that they haven't done all that well this year, I mean, I could say. They've gotten better, don't get me wrong, but still can get better.
And with that free throw, Hohenheim has more attempts from the line than they did against Gilmore. Bolin goes 5 for 5 to begin the first quarter of play. Hohenheim up 22-13. Camargo pressing on Santiago, floater in the paint. It's good.
Someone's got to step up and play some help defense. Stop the ball.
The left hand was left wide open, no contention of the shot. Cervenka tries to make a move, but will stick to his man Stiers. Opposed to try to pick it off. Screen by Bolin. Into the paint is Stiers. Off the glass and in the nylon.
All right, don't let him get a good shot here.
Stiers goes sliding on the Bruins logo. Cervenka has a shot and it's off the rim, no good. But Hohenheim, they came out with a vengeance. And a 24-15 lead going into the second proves that. We'll take another timeout here. Hohenheim doing well to start their contest and try to beat Padua in the Parma Holy War. Second quarter of play, about to get underway here at Padua Franciscan High School. But it's Holy Name up 24-15 over the Bruins. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan, sitting alongside me, Michael Oleksik. We were talking during the break. Both teams have been really good from the free throw line. The only two misses coming from Holy Name and Aiden Butler. But last year, it was not the story of that game. Padua, 6 or 12 from the line in that game. And in that game as well, 16 turnovers to 6 fouls committed. Completely different game today.
Still, they're letting them play a very physical kind of basketball, which is always a good kind of basketball to see.
And Holy Name so far this year, 86 from 135, 63.7% as we're underway to begin the second quarter with Bruin ball. Giannakopoulos, no one home, makes Lewis miss, and that's a foul on Lewis. He can't believe it. I don't think that's what you call a foul on anyone. I think you let him play. If anything else, it looked like he did not have his foot set. But Giannakopoulos will go to the line for 2 once again. So far, 2 for 2. That changes. He's 2 for 3. So a quick start here to the second quarter sends Giannakopoulos to the line on a foul from Joe Lewis. Giannakopoulos goes over 2, board by Lewis. That's one way to prove a point as Holy Name takes back possession unscathed. Butler working on Roman, kicks. Off-ball foul. It is Padua ball. Michael, I think he saw that one coming from a mile away when Martin hit the ground. Put in, not liking the call, but it's the right call. You really can't send someone flying like that and get away with it. I believe that one goes against Bolin, so less than a half a minute in, Holy Name 2 fouls.
Yeah, they only had 2 all last quarter. They're playing much cleaner.
And here comes Santiago and the Bruins. Had 2 free throws, couldn't convert on any. The pump by Roman. He sets the 3. No good. Bounces away to Cervenka. Cervenka slips and drives, but takes it back.
Yeah, Padua is very cold from the floor. As I say that, he's probably going to make this.
Off the front of the rim, no good. Giannakopoulos kicks it back to Santiago. Almost sent it back court.
Yeah, second chance points. Come on.
Butler getting a hand in there.
Defensive rebound. But good defense here. Good defensive possession. They had 2 shots, nothing going in the air.
Roman sizing up against Bolin, kicks Giannakopoulos. Kopoulos with a travel. And he missed the dunk anyway. So it's Holy Name ball. And Michael.
Yeah, but you can see that travel from a mile away.
This game from Padua reminds me of how Holy Name played against Ridgeville. The slot selection wasn't there and nothing fell when they took it.
Yeah. And Holy Name taking a lot better shot selection, I feel. And that's why their shooting percentage is so much better.
Stiers drives against Giannakopoulos. His clobber, no foul. Lewis the putback. It's good. He has 4 points, all in the paint.
Right place, right time, and that's where he needs to be.
Last year was the second quarter where Holy Name pulled away from the Bruins. Can they do it again? Cervenka settles on the left eye of the Bruin. Roman, near the student section of the Bruins. Cervenka working on the jackrabbit on the top of the arc. Makes a move, blows past them. Off the glass and out. Roman the putback. It's good. Untouched goes Cervenka, but Roman gets the points.
Yeah, I feel Joe Lewis should have stepped up and stopped that.
Stiers, clobber, no good. Bounces away. And he'll be corralled by the Bruins. Martin kicks to Cervenka, who takes it up the near flank.
They had a man all the way down the court, wide open for a layup.
Cervenka shifty, not enough, as he misses the shot off the back of the rim. Kicks out. He tries from distance. No good off the same spot. He missed the jumper before. Santiago floats. Now with a foul on Butler. The third against the Green Wave. And that will send the Bruins to the line for 2 shots.
Gotta get a body on somebody. Move them away from the rim.
A meaningful body. You can't just throw your body out there for the sake of just, you know.
Rebounding is a lot of just effort. Like, it's just a lot of effort. Just try and you get a rebound. Like, and that's why Ole Name is so good at it, because they've tried. They have effort.
Here comes Santiago's first. And no good. So once again, the infamous scream makes a shot go haywire. Substitution, the big man, Brandon Humday, checks in. One of the many players who play for both sides. And here comes Santiago's second. No good, he goes over 2. So Padua, just as we said, they're playing an excellent game. from the free throw line is now 0 for 4 in this quarter.
Yeah, and they're guarding Max all the way down to prevent him from getting the ball because they see he's a part in this offense.
But Styrish, he'll take those points, but he misses that one. Forward by Cervenka. He's being double teamed, just kicks it out, and it rolls to Roman, who takes it up. Humedy in the paint calling for it. Roman opts for Cervenka. Martin. What a run by Santiago against the jackrabbit. It's in and one. Padua goes nuts. Santiago stands in the storm and sinks it. Nothing but nylon.
And Andrew Cole's going to check in for Joe Lewis here.
Let's have a fourth foul of the quarter. So Holy Name will have to walk on eggshells to end the first half in the next 5:08.
Yeah, and Padua's really controlled the tempo this quarter. They've had the ball in offense, and I want Holy Name to slow it up on offense because that's how they control the tempo in each game they've won.
5-2 run for the Bruins, now 6-2.
When they slow the ball up on offense, they've been able to control the game, and that's why they have a lead. Just keep that going.
Screen by Cole, and a foul against Butler. Humedy commits it, so Butler goes to the line again. Michael, how in the heck is Aiden Butler getting to the line so much?
He's driving to the hoop.
This side of him we haven't seen in a long while. Just driving and getting the fouls. He's driven for a while, but now the fouls are starting to be given.
They want to clean the floor, I think. I don't know what they want to clean the floor so they send the guys back to the huddle. Probably more beneficial for Holy Name here as Padua's on run. And basketball is a game of runs. So you want to, if the other team gets on a run, you want to slow them up.
And Holy Name still has all 5 timeouts here, while Padua had to burn one in the first quarter. Holy Name not having to burn one now, especially not having to burn a full one, is huge down the stretch because Padua could easily turn around after these free throws and sink a triple.
Yeah, you see Holy Name went on a 8-1 run. Now Padua's on a 5-1 run, 5-2 run. Something along those lines.
We're going to need to see some buckets here by Aiden Butler. Make it an 8 or 7 point game, and then you regroup if you're Holy Name, because this quarter has not gone the way you've wanted it to quite. Yes, you've gotten some points on the board, but it's a lot closer of a game now, 9 compared to 6.
And Holy Name's really been a third quarter, second half team, and that's when we've seen them really pull away with games. And so I would not be surprised if this game stays close and Holy Name opens it up in that third quarter.
Butler's first. Out the front of the rim, no good. So he is now 2 for 5 from the charity stripe.
And that's going to be something he'll work on. I mean, I know he hasn't been there a lot this year, but now thinking about it, he could be a bigger integral piece in this offense, and so you'll send him to the line more.
The first one, the second one I should say, is good. There we go, 1 for 2. So now it's a 27-20. Holy Name lead with 4:57 to play in the first half. What a run by Roman, no one home, and it's good. Cole lucky not to give him the foul, but what a run.
He got behind the defense, and all the eyes were on the ball, and no one saw him.
Padua done an excellent job of that all day, just getting behind the defense. No good on the shot, boarded by Santiago. Here comes a chance for some points off the transition. Santiago, he is fouled. That will send the Bruins to the line. I think it's on Max Bolin, or no.
Yeah.
It is on Bolin.
It's only 2 shots.
So now a 5-point game, and the Bruins, Michael, if they make 2, have a chance to be in a 1-possession game.
This ref is going, he's saying 1-1, because he's thinking of last year's rule.
They had a couple of those. They have a couple of them just waiting on the baseline or near the benches just to inbound it. That doesn't happen this year. Not so much. That one's good. So now we have a 4-point contest, 27-23.
Holy Name changing it up here. Christian Camargo to check in.
So I've yet to see Brody Boyer, who's been an excellent weapon from beyond the arc this year. 1-possession game, there we go. 27-24, Holy Name leads, but Padua changing it.
See how heavy they're guarding Max? They want to keep him, they want to keep the ball away from him. And that's what's been struggling with Holy Name's offense here.
And a blocking foul there against Martin.
Kind of something we saw with Nemo last game, last time out. We saw them guarding him the whole time to keep the ball away from him.
So Williams will now be the one guarding Bolin. And speaking of Brody Boyer, there he is.
On key, here comes Brody Boyer.
So do we see a design?
I mean, you're gonna already have a play kind of coming out of here, and you kind of know what you want to do.
And that's the probable play, just giving it back for him.
Yeah.
It'll be Humanick and Boyer going to make runs on opposite sides as Stiers will set up. Working on Roman. Bolin gets the screen on Williams. Stiers drives. Takes it himself the whole way and bounces. No good. Cervenka grabs the rebound on the bounce down. So Michael, a three ties it.
Yeah. A lot of good off the ball movement though from Holy Name.
1 point game. Cervenka drives amid the fire and puts it home.
Settle it up, slow it up, set something up. You got plenty of time. That's what worked in that first quarter. Slow it up.
Camargo drives against Giannakopoulos. It's good. Don't necessarily agree with the shot, but it worked.
Camargo's got to get a court here. It's a 4-on-5.
Cervenka slips down the ground, kicks it out to Santiago. He wanted to travel on that one, Michael. I agree.
Yeah.
Santiago drives, floats. No good.
Yeah,
and the charge.
Way to stay in there by Christian Camargo. Take the hit.
We don't see a lot of charges called, but looking at the freshman and JV game, they called pretty much every single one that wasn't called in the first 8 games for Holy Name.
Well, they always go block. If you're not completely sure, it's always block. It's block first.
As it should be.
You got to have your feet clearly set. So.
There's a couple that, they weren't really set, but still, that's something to watch as Bolin drives under Giannakopoulos and under the rim, and it's in. The Holy Name gets their spark back.
That's the second time we've seen Max do that, and it seemed to work.
Cervenka shifty. And it's
Yeah, there we go.
So the ties have shifted back to the green and white. It seems like after it became a 1-point game, Holy Name seems to have done what they're supposed to do. Settle it up, take shots they're confident in, and shots they know they can make.
Yeah, good shot selection. We're going to talk about that. A good shot selection.
Stiers kicks the Bolin, kicks across. Camargo for 3. It's good! Bounces in the rim and down the nylon. Holy Name. Don't say it too loudly here. 7-0 run.
Yeah, again, basketball's a game of runs. So you see Padua get right back in it, and Holy Name gets a few buckets in a row, and they open this lead back up.
That's a foul on Stiers. I think we saw as immediately as Connor Williams hit to the ground. That will send the Bruins to the line for 2.
You see kind of a change up here. They were letting them play a lot in the first quarter, and they're not letting them play as much here in the second quarter. And what I mean by that is they're letting them play physical and letting them get away with a few things, but not really too much here in the second quarter. They are still, but you're not going to call every little tiny thing.
Oh, no. No matter the game, you don't call every single thing. No.
Yeah.
You let him play a little bit as Williams sinks his first. Once again, free throw ends Holy Name's potential kill shot. The majority of Holy Name's points have really come from potential kill shots. He had 7 and he had 9 in the other one, so 16 of the 34 on kill shot runs ended.
Again, basketball's a game of runs.
I feel like, Michael, whichever team gets a kill shot, if they do, wins this game. I feel like that would just change the tie beyond belief. Williams, that one out the front of the rim. Did someone leave early?
Yeah, line violation. On, I guess it was on Max.
That's
I actually thought it was
second.
on Minty. Well, it's just going to be a reshot. There's no foul. It's just a reshot.
Can Padua get second chance points off the free throws? They can.
Max, you see Max took a little longer to get off that line there.
Camargo, the only other namer to commit one for the boys this year. We saw a punt from him on Wednesday night, though, for the girls. Camargo, he has 5 so far, drives. That one.
Oh, great drive to the hoop.
It's a foul, so he'll go line for 2, but he seems becoming more and more comfortable just about as you lose him for the year.
He saw a nice opening there, drove to the hoop. Good vision there.
Assuming the transfer rules apply to him, that's going to be a tough loss for Holy Name to take.
Yeah, I believe they do. I'm pretty sure they do.
In the off chance that it doesn't, Holy Name would love that off chance, but it looks like it will be, as that one misses. We also haven't seen Julian Freeman since game number 2. He has one more game to come back. Camargo's second is good. He goes 1 for 2. Holy Name back to scoring ways, up 7. 35-28. I would say we saw us in a football game this year against Padua, but we never did. Not really that high scoring. The only high scoring one was that game at Maple Heights. And that was never a 35-28 game. Picked by Boyer. Holy Name trying to get some transition points from the defense. Stiers.
Great pass.
No good. Had one to foul. He doesn't get it. Slow to get up Cervenka. Padua trying to work quickly off the defense now. Santiago shifts to Williams.
Great run up by Drew. Good pass. Just didn't get the call.
Williams, that one falls. Bounces around the world and in.
Full timeout Padua.
And Coach Patton heated that he didn't get a call. Michael, what do you see on it?
Yeah, I kind of agree with him, but hey, can't get them all.
Can't get them all. But Padua starting to get as many points as they can. It's 35-30 with a minute 48 left to go before the half. So we'll step aside and be back on momentarily. Minute 48 left to go before the half. Padua's brought things a little closer. It's 35-30, but Holy Name leads. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me, Michael Oleksik. Holy Name's done a nice job of slowing things down, but a couple of possessions, they just driven right away. What do you prefer to see, and what's the shot that you would take for Holy Name, given the situation?
Well, really, I think a good shot, good open shot, but I mean, I'm good with a drive right away if you got a good lane to the hoop, but if you don't, I mean, it's good shot selection, so do whatever you want. So right there, Max gets the right in.
And it goes back to Padua, but Michael, you saw me pointing, the paint was vacated. No one was even there.
Yeah, Holy Name pulling 5 out, so everybody was playing man, so a drive in the hoop.
I was pointing for Camargo trying to make a run inside the paint and get it one.
Yeah, or you can cut to the hoop there and try to defend, beat your guy there with an open pass.
That's been Padua's special throughout the whole entire contest, all three of them, including the freshman in JV. Roman, there's another run. You're not going to view Santiago, however. Roman fakes and hand it off to Santiago. No, correction, Minute Junior. Santiago now has it near the student section. No direct traffic, a minute 15 to go. Padua pumped by Cervenka, shifts on Stiers, pivots, hands back. Roman fakes, a lot of fakes by the Bruins. No shot travel.
Yep.
You see that one from a mile away, and it gives the ball back to the green and white. Well, today green and black, but yeah, they're more known as the green and white.
Yeah, it's because Padua's wearing their, well, it's their away jerseys, and Padua's home jerseys got a lot of white in it, so.
So now a minute left to go. Holy Name up by 5, trying to make it more here. The paint once again somewhat open near the top. Stiers driving on Roman underneath the basket. Boyer, the corner 3. No good. Bounces out. Minute Junior tips it.
Stay here.
It's Holy Name ball. Minute Junior's going to throw it.
That effort from Brody to try to go get the ball. Padua tried to tip it away from him, and they punched it out of bounds.
Just a reactionary slap of the ball. Is it back to Holy Name? So looking at timeouts, Coach Patton, you have to call one.
I mean, his team's playing well. They've been on some good runs. They've been able to handle Padua, and no need to burn them yet.
So Stiers will match up here against Roman. The screen by Bolin. But Stiers opts to work on Williams 1v1. Kicks outside the arc by Boyer. And Travel gives it back to the Bruins. That's an unfortunate one to surrender. With it being a 5-point game, every single mental error could make an impact in the game. And the 23s check in, Cole and Giannakopoulos.
Brody's going to check out.
So Holy Name has Stiers, giving it Camargo, Bolin, and Cole. Minute Junior, Cervenka, Santiago, Roman, and Giannakopoulos, the 5 for the Bruins. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Minute Junior kicks to the corner, Roman. Cervenka nearer to the elbow. Back to Santiago. Padua just moving around outside the arc right now, trying to find a shot. And here's a chance for a run. Bennett Jr. makes it. He will take it. Another one being made by Roman. He thought about it, but then a pump. 10 seconds now left to go. Bennett Jr. looking to get rid of it, does to Cervenka. Last shot, Padua, probably Cervenka. He steps like fire, skates for the buzzer beater. Oh my goodness! Riley Cervenka's a grown man!
Yeah, I know, but when you use your elbow, it really helps.
It was an elbow, but Riley Cervenka made Stires ride the green wave, and it's now 35-33, and Michael, all the momentum Holy Name had just got sucked out of them. It's all Padua now. But Michael, you got 10 minutes. You gotta say something in the locker room after that shot and a half by Riley Cervenka. Even Colin Dosco in disbelief in the student section. I think everyone in the building in disbelief. But we'll go to the break here. 35-33, Holy Name leads, but Riley Cervenka and the Bruins trailing closely. back on at the half from Padua High School. Hohenheim up by 2, 35-33. But it was 5 for Alex Cervenka. A triple to end the half. Cut the lead. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee alongside me. Michael Oleksik on the call. But before we get into your question, Michael, we have one more game in this calendar year. It is Hohenheim versus Lake Catholic girls basketball on December 30th. So an 8-day break for us. And then we're about to close out the calendar year. And you'll find it on Hohenheim Athletics YouTube. The same day, all the games that we're covering, follow Hohenheim Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. The same day, all Hohenheim sports on Hohenheim Athletics Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Hohenheim Athletics YouTube and put up push notifications to be notified when you go live. Michael, I've talked enough. Here you go. Who needs to step up for both teams that has not stepped up yet? As a lot of players have played well, but some have kind of ghosted in this big game. Who needs to change their ways and add some points to their tally or defensive play to their tally?
Well, for Padua, I have to say Trey Martin. I know he doesn't have a lot of points all year, but he's been guarding Max tonight the whole game pretty well. But I like to see him contribute a little bit more on offense. And on our side here, I have to go with Adam Humanek. We really haven't seen him on the offensive side of the ball. I would think we would expect to see a little more of an effort to get him the ball, and because he only has 3 points the entire half. So I would see a little bit more of an effort to get him the ball and make something happen on offense.
So still plenty to play for here. A lot different story than the game last year, where this game was all but done and dusted in favor of Hohenheim. But this year, Padua, they have clawed their way back in this game a couple of times. It's 35-33 Hohenheim.
We have no refs. The refs never came back out.
As the teams are ready to go, the refs have just ghosted.
Yeah.
So teams are being called back. So we do have a couple seconds here to try to talk about things, Michael. But from the officiating side of things today, you've not really let them play as much as you've seen in other games.
Well, in the first quarter, they played really physical. Oh, here come the refs now. But they really let them play here in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they definitely called a little more and said that they were going to be a little more strict. So, I mean, you just got to play by how they call. So,
You tend to see a lot of stricter calls in this half, or a lot of just let them play? What do you expect to see?
with the way that they're trending, I would say they're going to keep not letting them play as physical as they did in the first half.
So for both teams then, with that in mind, how do you adapt? How do you force bad shots?
I mean, move your feet with on defense and stay with your guy, and don't try to make something too crazy happen on defense. Be aggressive, but don't try to be over-aggressive.
That's been what Hohenheim's here to do all year. We did not see that happen against Lake Catholic, where over-aggression killed us, where we lost by 5 to the Cougars on Tuesday night. But now the refs are about ready to get underway.
We're waiting for the floor to be clean. They said at half that they could not do their halftime show because the floor is conditioned, which you can clearly see it is slick out there. You've seen a lot of players falling down.
A lot of them go skating, you can tell
Yeah,
that.
a lot of people go skating. And it's not just because elbows.
Not just because of that at all. But Michael, a big half of play here. It's going to be exciting. The winner of this game might not be decided by more than 10 points as it has 10 of the last 13 times. We're looking for a tight finish. The last time Padua won in this building, an 81-52 victory in the 2015-16 season. It's been a while. Cyrus drives, and a charge. That negates the and one, and Padua, a big chance.
They're going to say on the, oh, the shot's good.
Oh.
And one. Shot's good. I thought it was on the shot. I was going to say, there's no way that's not on the shot. Come on. I thought that was a charge, though, personally. But
It looked like they showed charge that way.
well, so the one ref said it was a charge. The other guy overruled him and said his feet was still moving.
I think
Or he was not set.
We both saw that first ref. I'm like, I don't know.
I kind of thought it was going to be a charge.
Padua first. I saw them confused, but then everything got sorted out. Stires makes the and one.
Well, yeah,
So,
Padua really wanted a charge. Sorry to cut you off there, man.
I mean, if the game comes to a couple points, that might be the game right there, but there's still plenty of basketball to play. And the Bruins, they don't want to win or lose on a technicality. No one even in the vicinity of Banks. No good, though. Board by Giannakopoulos. As a foul, sending Padua to the baseline. That'll go against Cole. I thought they were going to give it over the back.
And maybe that's a shot that only is comfortable with letting him take because they know he can't make it watching film.
Banks, 3.8 points per game this year, the third highest scorer on this Bruin offense. The top two, obviously, Cervenka and Roman. Speaking of Cervenka, there he is, matched up against Stires. That matchup last time was won by a long shot by Cervenka. Roman Nice pass to Cervenka. He beats Stiers, kicks it out.
Good help defense there by Joe Lewis. That's not going to get talked about.
Yeah, just closed down that gap to prevent 2 points. It looked like there was a clear gap to the basket, but it got closed down. That one
Good
rolls
team
around.
defense.
Good defense.
That's going to go Holy Name's way.
Michael, you're a little wrong there. It goes Padua's way. They roll around the world and out against the Bruins, but they keep it.
Yeah, but
We don't have instant replay, but that looked pretty clear. We're going to pull up the instant replay that we have via just looking at someone's phone of how it went. Wow.
I think it's going to be hard to see. He's right there, so he's got to get the call right. So
Maybe the ball slipped on the court. Maybe. Banks going to work on Butler. The overlapping run gives to Roman. Now to Williams. And now Cervenka has it in the corner, working on Drew Stiers. Banks missed the last 3 he took, gives to Williams. Padua's moving it around like they did well to end the first half, trying to find the shot they like. Giannakopoulos sets the screen.
Holy Name still playing great defense. That's what's going to win them this game.
Pumped by Roman against Bolin. He trips, kicks it out.
Oh my God.
And the foul on Bolin. I don't know about that one either, Michael. Coach Ben can't believe it. The coach on the sideline is motioning travel too.
I think the entire Holy Name side is motioning travel.
That was a lot of what you heard in the JV game. What a pass to Roman. And over Bolin and in for Gio Roman. So it's once again a one-possession game. 38-35, the green and white lead. Stiers going to settle here and try to work it inside the arc. We'll have Cervenka to guard him. He makes his cut. He kicks to Lewis. He gets it again in the corner, works again under the basket, and in off the glass. It's an and one! So Stiers this time earns a more glorified and one, and will go to the charity stripe. That's a big bucket for Holy Name.
Yeah, right there. Another half. They're definitely being more aggressive with their calls. They're not letting them play as much.
The foul will go against Banks. That'd be his third, so he's in a little bit of foul purgatory. So Stiers, if he can make this one. Stiers, he makes this one, he does. And the rivalry game is one of the best things you hear, the banter between the student section. You heard it at home. By me and Padua student section, the last couple times we faced them, ruthless. Cervenka, another 3 over Stiers. No good this time as Bolin grabs the board. Here's a chance for Holy Name to get some more points and widen the gap. Can Humanick make an impact? Oh, of course he can! A second triple for Adam Humanick. It's 44-35.
That's what I said. We got to see more on offense. Get him the ball in some open space. You got them guarding Bolin harder. Drew can't carry the whole thing.
Williams kicked to Giannakopoulos. That one good by Giannakopoulos. And Humanick loses his shoe against Williams. Quick substitution, it'll be Martin to check in. Well, Michael, things seem to have changed ever since the end one that started the quarter for Stiers.
And he seems to be clicking now.
Now the ref's getting a talking to with Coach Patton, an explanation most likely.
Yeah, I mean, he's been unhappy with a few things that's happened so far today.
I think both sides have had that same reaction to this game. It's a high-tempered game.
Which anything you're gonna get calls that teams don't agree with, but
Fires off the glass, no good. Tipped away by Humanick, but right to Santiago. Cervenka, he steps back on Bolin. Between the legs, kicks it out.
way to stop the ball, make them slow it up, and you can set your defense up. And that's how he played well tonight.
Cervenka flows towards the top of the arc. Instead, Martin gets the pass and a reach in against Butler, I believe it was, the nearest name around it is. So that is Holy Name's third of the quarter. Butler's third as well, so now he's in foul purgatory as well. That'll be an inbound on the baseline. Holy Name holding on to a 7-point advantage over the Padua Bruins with 4:57 to play in the third quarter. Santiago has Humanick shading him. Kicks to Giannakopoulos. Giannakopoulos over Lewis and in. Nice bit of brute force by play, JT Giannakopoulos, the senior.
Yeah, and Andrew Cole gonna check in for Joe Lewis probably.
Stires drives on Giannakopoulos, under the basket, no good. And now he slides near to where the cheerleaders are. He now hustles back to try to meet Cervenka. He kicks Santiago. Floater over Camargo, bounces around the world and no good. Board by Roman against Lewis. Kicks it out, Morton. No one home for Santiago. He pumps inside the paint, floats at the left. No good. Roman tips it to Camargo. Holy Name avoids the scare. In transition. Elbow. Bowen loses it. He bobbles. He keeps. He drives. He floats. Off the glass and in. What a chain of events there in the last minute. Defense to offense.
Use your defense to create offense.
Offense wins you games, Michael. But defense
wins championships.
There you go. You know the quote. There you go. Once again, a 7-point Holy Name advantage.
Clearly, Holy Name knows that because their defense has always been great.
Their calling card in pretty much every sport. Giannakopoulos drives on Lewis, floats, airballed into the hands of Camargo.
That was the foul.
Gotta say, Padua wanted one, and I can see a clear
I
case.
can see a clear hit on the arm from Joe Lewis.
Oh, 100%. Bowen fakes, Lewis takes the run. Picked by Cervenka, barely keeps his feet in bounds, but he does. Padua trying to get something going. What a pass to Santiago, but too far ahead of him. And just like that, Padua had a chance, and it's gone back to the green and white. Too far of a pass from Santiago. So Cole checks in, and Lewis will check out. 3:14 to play in the quarter. 46-39, Holy Name leads. Giannakopoulos subs out, and checking in for him is Gianni Cario. This is the first time we've seen Cario all night, the only other senior on the scene besides Giannakopoulos. Camargo drives against, and it's good. Cario fouls to begin his night and sends Camargo to the line. He is now in double digits for the second time this season.
It's really starting to click.
So Holy Name a chance to now take a 10-point advantage. And they do. Camargo gets the bounce. He has 12, I believe. It's 49-39. Holy Name leads. So Cervenka takes it up here. A lot of work the Bruins have to do in the next 11 minutes if they want to win this contest.
Whoever came out of that halftime better is going to win this game. And so far, Holy Name's proved that they came out better.
Padua has scored 6. Holy Name has put up 14. Make it 8. A floater by Santiago. Bread and butter. Timeout immediately called by Padua.
Timeout Padua, yeah.
Immediately calling
Trying to
that
stop
one.
this Holy Name run.
49-41. Padua adding a bucket via Manny Santiago. But their coach still wants time to talk things over. Holy Name leads the Parma Holy War by 8. .244 left to play in the third quarter here at Parma Padua Franciscan High School. It is Holy Name, however, 49-41 advantage. I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Michael Oleksik. Michael has done a back-and-forth game, but Holy Name in recent time has started to pull away. What do they need to do to continue pulling away, and what can the Bruins do to counteract it, as they've had no answer for Holy Name's big runs?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see, and they kind of come out of timeout with a full court press. I wouldn't be surprised to see them start pressing the ball more.
No press. No press.
But I wouldn't be surprised if you see that. And Holy Name just has to keep doing what they've been doing. And Padua's got to create some turnovers on offense so they can get some fast break points.
Give it to 3. Air ball, Stires, the putback, no good. Tipped on a play.
Stay here.
Holy Name ball. Roman got the last tip. He pointed the other way, but it was off his fingertips.
I think Adam was trying to go draw a foul there.
Pass over to how the third and another 2-yard shot in the fourth quarter win for Holy Name against Lake Catholic. Camargo and Bolin drawing those fouls from downtown. So Bolin will settle against Martin here with an 8-point lead. Bolin off kilter, taken by Stars. Second air ball 3, he's rebounded. He puts that one off the glass and no good. Fighting for his Humanek, he falls to the ground. Jump ball, it goes to Padua, but Humanek ripped it. He was so close to taking that one away. Humanek wanted a foul, he was tossed.
Yeah, I know. I can feel it. I can feel it over here. Yeah, I can feel why he wants a foul.
Well, Michael, looking at this game, Padua clearly has a bigger student section, but his student section's really made an impact at all in this game. It's been just looking like there's no one even outside of the court.
Well, they haven't really had too much to cheer about. Once they start getting on a run, they're going to be dangerous. That's why you got to keep them out of this game.
Williams kicks outside the run. Cervenka working on Stires. That's been a big matchup tonight.
That's why that shot at the end of the half was so big that it was going into halftime. It wasn't the end of a quarter. They can't carry that momentum as much for the student section into the third quarter.
Williams drives and fouled on his way to the glass. That'll send him to the line for 2. Shelby Holy Name's 4th foul of the quarter, and has no more to give before sending him to the charity stripe with a $1:40 to play in the third. It's an opportunity for the Bruins to cut the lead to about 6. Here can be 7, 6, or 8. That one good. It's a 7 or 6 now, as it is now a 7-point Holy Name lead. Williams sets up here for the second one. Rolls around, no good. Board by Roman. He kicks it out. Cervenka for the 4-point play. No good. Board by Giannakopoulos, bobble, but he corrals it in the end. He floats it over Bull with the left hand. It's in for JC Giannakopoulos.
Gotta be strong with the ball. Grab it. Come on. Defensive rebound is killing us in this game.
2 hands. Off the screen, set by Cole. Bolin runs. Moves to the rim. No good off the glass. Not even touching the rim. So here's how you get back in the game for Padua. Williams matching up against Humanek, kicks. Giannakopoulos the triple. It's good! 2-point game! Bolin checks the scoreboard for the time. There's 1 minute left to go, but Padua has roared back. And now their third session's starting to get into it again.
Yeah, you got to keep them out of it. It's going to be you got to be able to keep them out of it.
No shot and a foul against Williams. Padua's 4th will send Bolin to the baseline. So either foul that's committed will send the teams to the line, no matter who commits it. Cole, Humanek, Bolin, Stires, and Camargo in. Stires takes a run. He is foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. That one, a clear foul. You can't really avoid that.
Use the inbound pass to your advantage and make something happen. Create something.
So Drew will go to the line now for 2. Drew sets up here, trying to get Holy Name to 50. He can't. That one off the front of the rim.
I think 65 is the magic number here.
Maybe less.
I think 65 is the magic number. I think at least 65.
At least. His second is good. It's 50-47. The Padua can tie. They're running quickly. They want some points. They want a full head of steam. Santiago blocked by Cole. And almost an and one. It rolls, but not in. Padua almost just broke the sound barrier. Michael, that gym with a bottle erupted if that went in.
It probably would have, because you could have had a chance to tie the game.
They can make it a 1-point game or a 2-point game. Or for Holy Name's sake, hopefully a 3-point game. And the chance of that still, that one rolls around no good. Santiago setting up for his second. That one bounces around, no good. Board, here's a chance to tie it. for 2 points. No good. Board by Giannakopoulos.
Again,
Kicks out.
You got to be able to get a defensive rebound.
Santiago, he had a chance to take a tie
They're
game.
probably going to take the last shot here, yeah.
One
But
point.
Name's going to press to try to prevent them to do that.
Williams, hands. Roman, that was a chance to take one. They didn't.
Yeah, they're going to try to take the last shot, and Boland's going to let that happen.
Santiago, Boland.
No good shot selection. Got to make it a tough shot on them.
Let's see what the Bruins do. Inside, Roman, looking for a run, doesn't find one. Tries to kick out, has nowhere to go. Cole fouls! And now it's under the line for 2. They have a chance to make it a 1-point game going into the 4th. So Hoynan was doing a nice job holding up, but Cole's foul gives them one last shot.
It was so unnecessary. I like the help defense, but it was so unnecessary.
I agree with you on that one. So they put 3 seconds on the clock. It'll be Gio Roman to take the shots here. But now the rest go to the scores table to discuss something here, maybe to get the numbers right on things, or to space the clock. Okay, there we go.
.3.
.3. That's better.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
With this bucket, Padua would tie their points for on the year, on average. They do. Average 48 a game, allow 57.5. They hit that 48 mark. So here going to be a 2 and 1 point game going into the 4th, Michael. Let's see what we get. 1 point game. Give it a chucks. No good. Into the stage curtain to end the 3rd. As the curtain drapes over the 3rd, we have a tight game. Padua claws back. It's 50-49. Hoynan leads. 1 more quarter of regulation left to go. We're back on in a minute to bring you that quarter. As the Steelers Classic Renegade plays in Padua Gymnasium, we're back for the 4th quarter play. Hoynan up by 1. Let's get a tight finish down the stretch here. Michael, glad to be with you here on this Friday before Christmas. It's exciting times.
It's going to be one heck of a finish, Nate.
One team will get a nice Christmas gift. The other one will get coal in their stockings heading into the new year. Butler inside the arc to Boland. He matches against Williams, drives, puts it up off the glass, and in! Hoynan up by 3 to begin the 4th.
That's the way, cut the corner, bucket, get a bucket, play some defense.
So Williams will take it up against Humanek, drives in the paint, blocked, and a foul. It looked like for a second they were going to give a gesture to a jump ball, but they got the call right in the end, the foul against Humanek. So Hoynan takes less than 30 seconds to commit a foul. That'll be huge down the stretch.
Williams with 2 shots.
So the Bruins now have 2 shots here and a chance to make it a 1-point game once again. Scoring led by JT Giannakopoulos, however, number 23, leads both teams, I believe, with 16. That one good by Connor Williams. So 52-50, Hoynan lead. A missed shot here and a 2 would tie it. A free throw will make it a 1-point game. It's good, 1-point game.
Thanks for that math, Nathan.
There we go, quick math. We'll need some of that down the stretch probably in this game.
Quick math?
Oh yeah, you already know it's gonna be a tight finish.
It's gonna be one heck of a finish.
The last time it was this tight of a game, 49-48, Hoynan defeated in that game in 2020, 2021 at home. And a charge against Boland, he can't believe it. You can see his words, how? Michael, I don't see a charge at all.
I said was feet set to be a charge.
The only charge I see in the gym is the ticket prices. 52-51, Padua, chance to take the lead. Bowen has to be upset about that one.
Yeah, don't let it affect the play though.
They can't let it affect it.
Off. Like water on a duck's back.
Giannakopoulos has 16 kicks to Williams. Working on Butler. Williams makes a nice spin for the lead. No good. The putback from Giannakopoulos. Who also gives the Bruins the lead. He has 18 for the first time since the first. It's a Padua lead.
Gotta find a body to box out on defense.
Camargo to give them back the lead. And one for Camargo! That's one way to respond. The Hornet, just like that, retakes the lead. Camargo, he's on himself a night. 15 points maybe now, around that point. He averages 3.5 on the year, so this is an explosive game for him. 12 points for him, maybe 13 if he makes this one. For Michael, this is a breakout game for him. The most he had before this was 11. Before that, 5. The end one, no good. Board by Stiers. Chance for some more points for O&M. They have 2, maybe a 4 or 5 point play. Stiers drives on Giannakopoulos. It's in! Nice pass and in by Stiers. It's a 3-point game.
Some vision. They saw the middle was open. They're playing 5 out, leaving that middle open so you have lots of opportunities on offense to make something happen down low.
So now Padua back on the losing end, trying to get something going to tie it for Cervenka. He does! Padua on one end goes blow for blow. It's a playoff atmosphere in here, Michael. And a tight finish, reminiscent of the playoffs. Camargo drives. Once again, restores the lead. He has 14. And now what, Michael?
They want to, somebody's talking.
They're trying to tee him up.
No, that was actually, I don't know why Padua's student section was doing that because they were yelling at a Padua player. So I don't know why Padua's section was saying tee him up.
Fun to
That
say,
was their
Michael.
own player.
Fun to say on that one.
I guess they should pay attention to the game more.
Yeah, a lot of them on their cell phones. You can see that from here. That front row is texting away on Snapchat. Santiago, Martin, Cervenka pumps on Stiers, the floater for the tie. It's in! Cervenka once again ties it back up! Up the court, Humanik gets it on an attempted pick. Almost an amble, but a foul. They'll send Humanik to the line for 2. An overcommit almost gave another and one. That would be like a third of the quarter for O&M. O&M, they can retake the lead with a basket. His first. No good. It remains tied. Humanik sets up for the lead. That's good.
Timeout, Coach Patton. Full timeout.
I think he wanted it earlier and they didn't give it to him, and now they get it.
Well, yeah, I think he wanted it when they were talking about all that technical stuff.
So we'll step aside here. 5:24 left to go. It's 59-58. Holy Name was in a back and forth fourth quarter. Back from the break, it's 5:24 on the clock in regulation. It's Hoydan 59, Padua 58, and Michael. Something to note here, that was Hoydan's first time out of the game. The Bruins only have 2, and in a game this tight down the stretch, we saw it come back to fight Padua girls. They didn't have enough time to set up a play.
Yeah, Coach Patton, liking how he's playing.
The nerves are in this gym with 5 minutes to go about in the game. We might not even finish in the 32 minutes. We might go to some extra time, overtime. Off the ball foul, and it is. Steyer's flagged for it against Williams. And once again, poor Williams has gone down a couple of times today, just sliding off ball. He's played a nice game, just unfortunate to have him be on the receiving end of drawing some fouls.
I think that's his score.
So Padua inbound here. Santiago takes it in. 5:10 to play in the game.
Yeah, that's something to watch because I think that was Drew's score. So.
Seminole Lake Catholic in foul trouble down the stretch. Gets Cervenka on for the lead. No good off the front of the rim. The Jackrabbit out of a screen gets up and gets that one. Now time to slow it down. 4:50 to play. Boland taking his time against Santiago. Drives, commits, floats it. It's blocked for a foul. Foul sent ball on the line. Santiago can't believe it. And Michael, I think you can hear the student section saying, wow, wow. Go back and watch the end of the Benedictine game for their dunk. I'll use that word here to describe that. You can go back and watch it. I'm not repeating it again. That one good for Bowen. I have another four-letter word for you, Michael, that describes Maxwell Bowen. Stud. S-T-U-D.
Thanks for spelling that out for us, man.
There you go. You're welcome. I got you. Another thing overrated. He sinks it. Overrated, not so much. It's a three-point game. Santiago drives at Camargo. It's a one-point game. Padua and Hornham go back-to-back for points.
They've been able to play fast, and that's definitely helped them.
Michael, I think your 65 mark's a little bit too low.
You were saying it was too high, so.
Yeah, I know I was. I might have been wrong. Bowen. Off the front of the rim, an awkward shot. Giannakopoulos corrals it in. So Padua once again has a chance to retake the lead. Williams drives, bobbles. He keeps it low. He falls on his own. And a foul against Humanic. He falls on his own. But they give the foul. Once again, the court monster gets him. But Humanic apparently bails Padua. Michael, I think this is the case of the court being slippery. I think Hoyne wanted a trail. That's probably the third one they've wanted. Wow. So Cervenka to inbound on the baseline. Gives Santiago. Banks just checked back into the game at the last stoppage, working. Santiago, he has given Padua back a tie or a lead many times. Giannakopoulos has also had himself a stellar game outside of Santiago. Overlapping run fools Hoyne. Santiago cuts on Steyers. It's a lead for the Bruins. Manny Santiago. That's all you can do for Drew Steyer. A foul is sending you to the bench. Bowen drives, puts it up. It's in! Hoyne retakes the lead! Timeout, Coach Patton. Both coaches not really happy on the chain of events that have gone on. I think both sides want to travel on each of those last two buckets. Nonetheless, with 3:32 to play, it's 63-62 in favor of the green and white. .332 to play in tonight's contest, in regulation, mind you. It's the Bruins down by one, 63-62 against Hoyne. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Michael Oleksik. Michael, We're gonna have another tight finish here in the battle for Parma, the Holy War. Roman against Stiers. It's in over Stiers. So now Padua leads by 1 once again as Stiers takes it up.
That was great defense. Can't do anything with that.
And now an air ball by Stiers. Santiago rips it away.
Jump ball.
And it's Padua ball on a foul. I mean, you can hear a mixture of what people think, but Michael, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'd say jump ball. That's tough. That'll send them to the line.
Yeah. That's their fifth foul.
That's their fifth foul, okay. That one bounces around and in. Lucky bounce for the Bruins. Santiago making a case or something with the ref there. With 3:05 to go, it's Padua up by 2. His second. Bricks, no good. Camargo fights for it, he gets it. Honam down by 2 with 180 seconds left in regulation. Time for some back and forth basketball. Bowen shifting on Santiago, puts it off the glass, and foul! Almost an and one. Padua not happy, but that was a clear foul. And 25 free throws for Honam. Let's just add to that tally now. Add to it. Honam had many trips to the charity stripe tonight, and now these two can potentially tie it back up. Bowen first. It's good. Cole checks in.
Yeah, you're playing very small ball lineup up to this point, and now we finally see some big men check in. I think that's the first big man since like the middle of the third quarter.
Bowen, a big one. Down by 1. Tie game. Maxwell Bowen, cold as ice at the line. So here's that 65. Both teams have hit it. Let's see which team can continue adding on to that. Roman working, puts it over Stiers, and blocked by Stiers! Almost ended his night.
Go.
Michael, that was so close to ending his night with 4 fouls, but he stays in the game with a crucial block. Bowen working on the screen by Cole. Bobbles it, it's back to Padua on a steal. Santiago working on Butler, spins, bobbles, no good. Tipped around by Roman, no good. Corralled by Santiago. The Bruins can reset.
Travel. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got a timeout before it.
And a timeout called. Michael, who called it?
Padua.
Well, Padua calls a timeout. Interesting decision. They only have 1 left down the stretch.
Well, they want to draw something up to get a lead out of this timeout, I bet you.
They're going to need to. Michael, if you're Padua's head coach, what are you drawing up?
Something off an inbounds pass.
You played basketball plenty.
Yeah,
You're coaching.
Run some motion around and try to get somebody on a blue block. Because you have it, they're inbounding it off to the left of us. So you're trying to make something happen over there. So you want a nice short pass inside of the low block. So just run a bunch of little motions around, try to confuse somebody, just drop somebody down low. That's what they're going to try to do.
And for Honam's defense, looking at who's on the court, I think you give a man on Cervenka. You give, if it's on the paint, I think you have Cole along with someone else float on Roman, and the other 3 you let run wild.
You just don't have any free buckets up
No
inside.
free buckets.
No wide open threes either.
But I'd say you devote 3
Challenge every shot, we should say. Just challenge every shot. No free shots.
Would you say a sort of zone or a double man press against it? What's your defense you're running here?
Man to man. I mean, the whole team's good with that all year. They've played well. Man to man. Stick with that. Don't try to change anything. Especially if you haven't worked on it. Like, man to man is what they play. Just play man to man. Don't change anything. No need to change anything up.
Well, the over-under has been shattered in this game. It was 119. We're at 130 combined.
Well, I would have picked the over in that anyways.
I think most people would have.
Should have bet money on it. I would have made something.
Ah, jeez, Michael. Your inner Calvin really showing. 2 minutes left to go. Williams hands it off to Santiago. Honam running that man, kind of a zone to a degree, but not really. You kind of saw some extra shade for someone else.
It's just a man, and if you have to switch, you switch.
A man switch.
Or if the ball's so far away from you, you kind of step off your man a little bit. You can see he's trying to play some help defense as he cuts.
Williams
Just like
drives.
Cole did right there.
He falls.
Travel.
No travel. Cole steals it. And travel finally called. It's Holiday ball. About time that travel
Padua's coach
called.
can't believe it, but
Yeah, like 3 or 4 travels. What do you mean?
he was holding on to the ball and rolling around on the ground.
We saw it at Lakewood. Matt called. That was a big game at home where Pinheiro had the winner.
And something, I guess I'm not surprised, but I'm also kind of surprised at the same time, is Padua is not a full court press, which they haven't done that all game, and that might not be one of their strong suits. So.
It might not be comfortable. Yeah, exactly. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Stars for the lead. Holiday wins it. 2 Stars.
What a bucket. Leave the paint open. That's been working all night. Leave the paint open for them.
So now a minute 13 left to go. Padua trying to draw something up, down by 2. Got a couple of screen. Williams pivots, kicks. Cervenka for the lead. Let's go! Padua leads by 1. Get another lead change. 1 minute to go. It is the orange and brown up by 1. Bowen sent up for the lead. No good. Forward by Cervenka.
Jump ball. Yep.
And jump ball. It goes to Padua. Michael, I'm going to call it a foul.
I was worried about that.
I was worried. It looked like it. And look at Padua about to call something here. They're giving instructions.
Timeout.
Now,
Timeout.
there's the timeout.
Full timeout, yep.
Don't blame me.
He wants to see what they're going to try to set up, and then he'll call a timeout.
Now you have 2 left if you're holding him, 1 if you're Padua. We'll stay with you during this full timeout with 45-9 left to go. Michael, what a game here to end off our year covering boys basketball. What a game here tonight. It was impressive all the way around for both teams. Padua, they have a lot bigger of a fight than the record suggests. Holy name. They're trying to bounce back from a tough loss, which had about this score in it against Lake.
I'm not surprised that Padua put up a fight either. I mean, it's a big rivalry game. Their record does not reflect how good they are. So I'm not surprised this close of a game, especially in Padua's. Now, Holy Name can be favored, but it's in Padua's gym, which does not help at all.
Not at all. Like I said, the last time Padua won in this gym against Holy Name was the 2015-16 season, an 81-52 victory here. After the game, if you're a Holy Name fan, check out Holy Name Broadcasting Instagram and Twitter to see post-game interviews with Coach Pat and some key players. Padua, if they win, check out my personal Instagram and Twitter to see interviews with their coach, most likely the player of the game, and a couple other key guys in this big rivalry win, and as well as player of the game, brought to you by Keon Sports. That'll be brought at the end of this contest once again. I got a couple guys floating around in my head, but if Padua wins, it's clear. If Padua wins, it's clear.
Holy Name, the love and the ball is spread around everybody, and so it's hard to say who really controlled the tempo of this Holy Name game. It's going to be who wins this game in the last 45 seconds for Holy Name.
Inbound to Williams. Butler going to guard him. Tips it out. And
it stays with Padua.
I'll stay with Padua. Butler, nice shot on a 3 and 42-5 to go. Walk by, you steal! With a steal!
Oh my gosh.
Adam's dad can't believe it. I don't think anyone
They say
can.
the ball hit out of bounds when he tipped it.
I don't know, Michael. I don't think it did. That's a big call down the stretch. A big one.
Good job by Adam there. Keep playing like that.
Now's the time you gotta play through adversity. Because Adam saw daylight on that one. He saw the rim. He saw the lead.
That would have been a 1-point lead for Holy Name.
Jack Hopple's high points.
And you don't start any fouling until 15 seconds probably. It's only a 1-point game. Try to for a steal first.
Williams merging on Butler. And timeout Padua. They'll draw something up with 26.8 to go. Michael, I'm surprised they didn't foul Trey Martin. I don't believe he has a single point this year, period. If he does, it'd be in tonight's contest. Looking at our stats, he might have a bucket.
Nothing tonight.
Nothing tonight. That might have been one you could have looked at. You have the fouls, there's nowhere to give.
They're going to put their best free throw shooters in.
If you're holding aim,
and you got to be smart who fouls because you don't want anyone to foul out.
it can't be Stiers.
You got to know how many fouls you have. I don't know if he has 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure he's got 4, but I'm not sure.
I'm almost positive it's 4. It'll be Stiers, Humanick, Bolin, Butler, and Cole in for this pivotal moment. Holding aim, they're going to need to make something magical happen here a couple days before Christmas.
You're going for a steal first, but you're going for a steal first, but if you have to, you can go for a foul.
Inbound to Roman. Back to Santiago. Patton wants a foul. There's going to pass it around. 20 seconds to go. They need a foul quick. Stiers does. I'm hoping that's his 4th. We'll see.
I think it's a score. I don't know.
We thought it was his 4th before, but now. That's his 4th. Okay.
Yeah, 3 before.
That's fine. That's fine.
Now he's got to be. Now he can't foul later for sure.
But now Manny Santiago, 2.8 points per game. What can he do? His first. No good. No good. Still a 1-point game.
Yeah, that's big because a 2 will tie it now.
And timeouts. He is dropping up and they get the board. Here we go, Michael. A big shot. Oh, on Santiago. It's good.
And timeout, Coach Patton. Or we're going to sub a player in. No timeout yet.
Okay, 2-point game. 69-67.
Padua has no timeouts left either. Timeout, Coach Patton.
Don't blame him. You gotta draw something
30
up.
seconds.
You gotta draw something up here.
He knows what he wants to do.
Michael.
I'm sure this isn't the game plan, Nate.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did not think this was going to be a blowout. Oh, it's a full timeout.
What's the game plan?
What's the game plan? Get the ball to your playmakers. Put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Make them make something happen.
And also, looking at the scoreboard, it's 69-67. Do you play for overtime or do you ice it?
Well, I think you go for to play for overtime personally, but
I agree.
I think you take the best shot you can get. If it's a 3, go for it. If it's a drive to the hoop and you're wide open layup, take it.
And if you're Padua, to build off that, if you foul,
Padua,
oh my
I don't think
goodness.
Padua's gonna. They're not going to intentionally foul.
No, but if they accidentally do,
But if you
Michael,
drive to the hoop and you get an and 1, go all in. I mean, you could be. I might even be for just a drive to the hoop and try to make it. See if you can't get an and 1. Because you get an and 1, then you're up by 1. Maybe.
if it's an and 1, Michael, you're gonna see a whole student section of Bruins deflate.
And you're going to see a student section of Holy Name erupt.
So 18.7, Santiago 1 for 2. Gives Holy Name a chance to drive it. Who takes the shot?
Yeah, that's big. One of your playmakers. One of your big 3.
Which one? Which one do you give it to? You gotta pick one, Michael.
I feel like Max has really let him in this 4th quarter. But
19 points.
I feel Max has really let him in this 4th quarter, so maybe you see him get it. Whoever gets the ball in the inbounds, maybe you see.
The Butler inbound.
Adam to get the ball. Gets the ball to Bolin.
Bolin on the right side. Has to be careful on the other sideline. 10 seconds to play. He makes a move, fumbles. He falls on it. Oh,
It's a jump ball. It's going to stay here. It's going to stay here.
Padua saw daylight. But Bolin at the death falls on it.
8 seconds. Now you get the ball on your own side. And Coach Patton going to burn his last timeout because he gets the ball right here so he can really draw something up with 8 seconds left.
Let's go back to that Lakewood game last year. An overtime thriller, 54-52. The player to make that shot was number 2, Josh Pinheiro. It was a beautiful drive, Euro step, and in on that right side. We got to emulate something like that.
I think you see a drive to the hoop.
And I think you're going to see something quick because you saw that there. Bolin usually good with his hand, bobbled it.
Well, you're gonna go as quick as you can because if you miss the shot, you got to be able to foul and it's still have a chance to do something.
Michael, a very stressful finish here. Gilmore was stressful, but Holy Name was on the winning end of that one. Lake Catholic stressful as well.
Holy Name is down in this game too. It's not like we have the lead. So Holy Name, and the pressure is on Holy Name to make the shot because Padua has the lead.
Well, Michael, for all the marbles in regulation,
To inbound.
it's either overtime or Padua wins. I don't see a way. In regulation, Holy Name gets the win.
Unless you don't get a good shot and you just have to throw up a 3.
Stires drives, puts it up, misses. It's out of bounds. It's Holy Name ball.
It's gonna stay here, yep.
Padua can't believe it, but it's clearly out on Padua.
Now you got 3 seconds, no timeout, 2.7 seconds. You gotta make something happen underneath the hoop.
Michael, Coach Airborne talks about his ghost. It's time for one here. 2.7 to go. May the best team win. Good luck, Padua. Go ahead.
Up and 3! No!
Padua wins it. He can't believe it. The Bruins bomb it. They've won. They've won. Michael, you took the best shot. But it's the Bruins who shocked the world. Your final, Padua 69, Holy Name 67. Michael, what a job. What a game by the Bruins. You're down by 10 at some point, and to come back and win. That's props right there to the Bruins. And now we look at our stats for our player of the game, brought to you by Keon Sports. Michael, I think you gotta give it to one player here. JT Giannakopoulos.
Yeah.
So your player of the game, brought to you by Keon Sports, goes to JT Giannakopoulos. Your final score, 69-67. The Bruins get their first win. Holy Name below 500, going into the next year. Well, that'll do it from here. We're back on Saturday at 12:30 the date as well, against Lake Catholic. The Santa and all the games that we're covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. The Santa and all Holy Name Sports, all Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified we go live. I've been David Field, alongside me, Michael Oleksik. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Merry Christmas, everyone, and go Namers.